99% of the supplements in the world I would not feed to my dog when you understand sourcing, processing, manufacturing, preservatives, and all those other types of things, okay? So there's a few trick words, first of all. Natural, right? What does natural actually mean? It's really just a marketing pitch. Natural, we could technically say that snake venom is natural. Do you want that in your body? I don't want that in my body. There's isolated vitamins that don't come with all their other cofactors and brothers and sisters that actually make that work well. For example, calcium. We all know that calcium alone, and most calcium, by the way, is calcium carbonate, which is ground up rocks, literally ground up stones. Now, if you were starving, would you go and eat rocks, right? Does that help our body get more minerals? Absolutely not. So calcium carbonate is horrible. It's an isolate, and it also needs the vitamin K, the magnesium, and a lot of other stuff to be processed in my body as calcium does. There's also synthetics. Literally most products out there are synthetically made in the laboratory, not from nature. They are a right-handed spin. In chemistry, we learn right-handed and left-handed spin. Non-real things are right-handed spins. It's toxic to the body. We need left-handed spins, and that comes from whole foods. That's just a chemistry thing. Once you understand how processing is, if I take spinach is really good for me, but if I process it, use acids and heat and all these other things to pull the nutrients out of it, well, I just damaged all the good nutrients that were good for me in that raw form of spinach. Storing of products is just as important. If I want to get that live, real food from nature into this bottle to have the same therapeutic effect as it did in nature, it's a very complex process from seed all the way to growth of that plant, sourcing what part of the plant is the most nutrient dense, to now processing it carefully, encapsulating it or turning it into a liquid, and then getting it into this bottle so it's as close to nature as possible. So storage of these items is just as important because enzymes are denatured at about 118 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not very hot. That's a hot day in Arizona, right? So 118 degrees Fahrenheit literally turns that live food into kind of a processed dead food because it denatures the enzymes which gave it life. So, and also which part of the plant are they sourcing from? Even that 20% of the herbs they tested, even if it was the actual plant in the bottle, what part of the plant was it? We know through lots of research and evidence that there's certain parts of the plant that are therapeutic and other parts that are basically garbage or the stem or whatever it is. It just doesn't add that therapeutic benefit to my body. So here's just 4 items I picked up at a health food store.